heard a song that you think is really shit? A song that makes you wonder how did that become a hit? Sometimes you need to hear a discussion about that in regular podcast format. Well, there's a lot of bad songs that we're gonna attack. 1,001 steaming piles of crap. I'm telling you the truth, you know that we don't lie. Here's 1,001 songs that make you wanna die. Oh.
And now, here's your hosts, Zav, Bevo, Dan, and Gypsy.
This is 1,001 songs that make you want to die. And today we're going to delve into some Italian drama and slight country twang, if you will.
Or Twain.
Shania Twain.
Oh, spoiler alert. Anyway.
Probably wasn't on the episode title.
So, we're going to start with the song Blue, brackets, D Badu?
What is it?
Do Buddy?
Oh, that one. Sorry, I didn't know what you
Dabba-dee.
meant by blue.
Dabba-dee.
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 I'm blue, dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-die.
By Eiffel 65. The Eiffel Tower is nor in Italy, but Eiffel 65 are. So, let's get right into this piece of shit.
When they're not touring the world, that is.
Who can tell me a little bit about the lyrics?
Okay. I think Dan was quite prolific on the lyrics last time. I do have a couple of points.
Have you dived deep,
but,
Dan Southern?
No, I've got some misheard lyrics, which we'll get to later, but I thought I'd leave the dissecting of the lyrics to someone else this time around.
Well, let me just kick it off with the fact that I started to write my notes about this song before I listened to it, based on my memory of it.
That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
It's one of those songs, though, isn't it, really? Where it's like you'll never unhear it, really.
Maybe that's how we should review all these songs, just off memory alone.
So, after writing down a few notes about it, just there being gibberish and everything, and then I listened to it, I'm like, I had no idea there was an actual narrative behind this song.
Well, that's what I found out. Wikipedia did not disappoint me
a
at
narrative has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, really, doesn't it?
That's true. But
to reiterate what I said in the first verse, I am blue.
And in summary, I'm blue.
So, basically, this guy's just blue. Everything's blue. He's got blue windows, blue Corvette. He's blue inside and outside. Yeah, just blue. Even though he's got a sick Corvette and a girlfriend.
Yeah,
not happy. It's not happy.
Not happy, Jan.
It's blue inside and outside.
Jan's
it
blue.
seems like
She's
he's got
not
some
happy.
good stuff. He's got some good stuff going on. Seems to be bummed out by the fact that he's blue. I feel like the Corvette might outweigh that.
Is he bummed out though? That's the question, because like it doesn't necessarily mean blue as in like.
So what I found out was that yes, it's sort of a narrative to his life, but also his actual girlfriend at the time made a comment. Well, he supported the comment, but it also the whole song means absolutely nothing. Like there was a theme that yes, there's something about his life and him being blue, like having the blues or whatever, but nothing in the song is meant to make any sense to anyone.
Yeah, I kind of read that sort of blue is the theme of his life. He sort of bases his life around a theme, and then they're just.
Yeah, I read the quote about it that says, "It's how a person picks their life."
Exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Plus, nonsensical lyrics.
Yeah. And
Can
also,
I tell you though,
the colour blue was a complete random guess. It was like, what
It's
colour?
got nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
So they're
It's
the
probably
same
rhymes
guy
with the
said,
most other words.
That could also him being super artistic and being like, you know what? In the end, the blue actually means nothing. But I was like, yeah, but it's about being blue, so it can't have been that fucking random.
In preparation for this, I watched about a half-hour documentary on this song. I just YouTubed the song, and there happened to be a 25 to 30 minute long documentary.
Wait, that's not a joke, or
on the on the song or
the song,
band?
not even the band, just the song.
Wow.
And I can
May
tell
God
you after
have mercy on us all.
in the next
30
25
minutes
minutes
of
of this
watching
podcast,
this.
should we just stream that song, that documentary?
Yeah.
after half an hour, I still know nothing about the song.
Wow.
All I know is that they put it out, it wasn't a hit, and then suddenly it was a hit. That's about the gist of it, really.
Okay, going
Took
back
half an hour.
Going back to
Pretty
the
much,
lyrics themselves, there is one thing that really stood out. I actually, for someone in this day and age who hasn't, humans have the attention span of about 8 seconds. I was able to watch it about 7 times in a row.
Jesus.
But the thing that always got me was 2 minutes 48. There's a lyric and it says, "I have a girlfriend and she is so blue." But the way it's recorded, it's like, "I have a girlfriend and she is so blue." It's like the worst auto-tune I've ever seen.
That's something I learnt actually. Is that
there's no melody. There's just nothing.
The Cher song "Believe" had just come out that year, and that's where they got the idea for the auto-tune for that song.
Yeah, this makes me wonder, like, what was the Cher song, the first, like, auto-tune song?
It kind of was, yeah.
Right, so this could potentially be the second one. Yeah, because it does sound like really poorly done auto-tune in general across the whole track.
Proto.
I mean, with Chibs at the start here, when he was saying that he pretty much got his opinions from memory. My memory of this song is that I literally had no idea that there were other words, that there were actual words in this song. Like, I've only ever known this song for the chorus. Like, I've never.
That's what I honestly blew out.
Yeah.
When I actually put it on and went like, wait, he's fucking, like, there's like words and shit.
When I watched it, streamed it on Spotify or whatever, I was like, oh, I must have got this weird remix version. But no, that's the song. I thought someone.
No, it had a story.
Yeah,
it had the story.
Can I say though, like, it's as far as the song goes, the verse part is probably the better part for me. It goes into this kind of dark, thing. It's cool.
It's just
okay.
I don't know.
Cool.
All right, so some things I found out about this that made me just kind of go, wow, okay, didn't know that. Firstly, Eiffel 65 has got 3 members. Like,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
Classic trio, a
keyboardist, a vocalist, and a DJ. And yeah, that was
how hard is that keyboardist working at each gig? He's like, fuck,
yeah,
all the sounds of me.
Yeah. And it's interesting because, like, maybe the situation was back then that maybe the vocalist was like, I've got a song, like, this is going to go to number 1. He's like, but I can't play piano. And
no, it was actually so the piano player made up the hook, and they put the song around it.
All right. Well, then so then you got a piano player that's like, well, I can't sing and I need a vocalist. And when I make
you've got a singer who can't sing.
It's like, hello, I feel like I'm going to sing your song.
But the best goddamn vocalist in Northern Italy.
Haven't we come a long way as a civilization? Because now you don't have to know how to sing or play piano or program a beat, but you can do all that from your laptop and make a song just like this. But in '98, you couldn't. You needed to enlist the help of 2 other people. So yeah, I was like, 3 members? What? 3 members?
Not necessary.
Yeah, jeez. Like that's you don't listen to this track and think, oh man, whoever this group is, like these three
leaps
guys.
and bounds for them.
Yeah. Look, I've always thought you've got Muse, Cream, the Police, and Eiffel 65.
some of the great great trios of all time.
They call them. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Can we talk about how if you search this song on Spotify and you find Eiffel 65 as a band, all 5 of their top most played hits are just remixed to the same song?
Yes.
Yeah, it's exactly what we said in the last episode. The epitome of a one-hit wonder is if the top 5 has 3 of the 5.
Yeah.
And this is we picked this one.
Yeah,
5 out of
100%.
5.
Yeah.
Same song. And when I actually sort of delved into the back catalogue and went to Europop, which was their first album, Blue is on their first album 3 times.
Of course it is.
And I think they had another song, which I don't know, but I think it's called like Rock Your Body or some shit, Move Your Body.
Yes.
It's on that album twice.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
They're not calling it like reprise or part 1, part 3 or whatever.
No. Oh, I think they're different remixes
I think
of
some
it.
other bands like Pink Floyd, Beatles, shit bands like them have done them since. Previously failed.
Taking
They're
off
shit
what they
bands.
took after Eiffel 65.
Yeah.
So I also found out that at some point the DJ was like, "Man, I'm doing this on my own, ditching you losers. I don't need you to sing. I don't need you to play keyboards. I'm going out on my own." So he went and did that, and the other 2 guys were like, "Well, fuck you, man. We're gonna do our own thing as well." And they made a whole new group and called it Bloom 06 or Bloom 06.
What is it with numbers?
Yeah. Well, they were like, the 65 thing, man. Like, we had a big hit. All right, we need another one.
You want to be a star, don't you?
You smoke? Nope. What do you do now? Smoke him up, Johnny. Yeah.
I think on that having 3 of the same song on the album, I can't speak for this demographic because I'm definitely not a dance music buyer. But who's buying a full album of a dance hit?
Yeah.
Surely the DJs are buying the single, or you're buying.
Someone get the numbers up because I reckon you'll be fucking surprised by how many people
Yeah,
bought this album.
probably.
The keyboard. There's something with the keyboard. I've just written it down and I don't want to forget about it. Obviously, this guy is playing like thousands of different synth sounds that would have come on whatever keyboard he bought as a fucking like whatever you get when
Stock
you buy
standard
it. Stock
preset.
standard, yeah. There's like, if you listen to it, and this might ruin it for a lot of people, there is a seriously high-pitched drone fake string sound going through the whole fucking song.
Oh, you can hear it when it sort of breaks down, isn't it? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not
I'm
even...
going to listen to that again.
Seriously, it ruined it for me. Like, I mean, I watched it 7 times, and I'm like, what is that? Like, what is it? My
Wow.
it's the song. It's
Crazy.
Wait till we talk about Independent Women by Destiny's Child and you hear that there's like someone's added in virtual slip noise from guitar strings.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Talking about something different completely, but yeah, we'll talk about that later.
So what's your
Wow.
claim to fame? I recorded the slip noise for changing chords on a
The sample of the slip noise.
Okay,
so-
so film clip.
Yeah,
a
let's get
couple
into the
notes
video
on that.
because the video in this is solid gold.
My
Well,
comments
solid
on that,
gold.
my only comment was absolute trash that would have cost way too much.
Yeah.
Actually, this is something I learned from the documentary is that they were inspired by Metal Gear Solid, the video game.
Oh, wow.
I can see that.
Plenty of blue
Tactical
things in Metal Gear
espionage
Solid.
action, of course.
I think one good fact about this video is how long it took to make.
How long did it take to make?
3 to 4 months.
Wow. So
It would have been so expensive. So expensive.
At least it hasn't,
There's
at
probably
least it
just
hasn't
some-
aged.
and it's literally
yeah,
done.
it's timeless.
It's done in a garage, and you can just tell there was just some guy that knew a little bit about computer animation. And
Well-
it took him 4 months.
That was cutting edge at the time. I remember watching that
Oh, no.
video hits.
I found a YouTube comment that sums this up perfectly. At this point,
Okay.
film clip looks like the same quality that you see at the bowling alley on the TV when you get a strike.
Hashtag Northern Bowl.
How good is that?
That's how far we've progressed.
I just
as a
remember that
species.
that little
That's
strike
spot
guy
on.
that just kind of weirdly moves and comes
Yeah.
towards you, and then the word strike just comes up and like flashes a few times.
Or he gives you
Yeah,
like this,
sometimes
this like
Yeah.
disappointing look when you get a spare. He's like, oh, you
Yeah, he's like,
can't do that well, did you?
Well, clearly the guy that made the original video has to make a buck, so that's what he's doing
Yeah.
these days.
yeah, definitely.
bowling alleys. That's where it's at.
Yeah, bowling alley budget.
Unnecessary
He'll never
sections.
die.
Any unnecessary sections? I wrote anything that isn't the chorus.
See,
What do you think?
I think if it was all chorus, people would turn on it. it's just enough chorus that it's catchy and like it gets stuck in your head
It's
forever.
also like 4 minutes long, but
Yeah, there's some length to it. There is some length to it, but they did mix it up with, I think Old Mate slipped on his keyboard in the second verse with the auto-tune because it kind of like fucking goes all wacky.
It's really...
It's like they kind of tried to keep it the same, but then it went to the second line and his fingers slipped off the key. It's gone like, what?
Or they blew all their budget on the video and they're like, we have literally $14 to spend in the studio.
We can't go back and edit that.
Yeah. I actually had a positive about this song.
Oh, okay.
I remember when it came out, and I was like, I think I was 6. That's showing my age or lack of. I just thought this was like the best way to bring in the new millennium. I was like, how good is this? What a track to bring in the new year. Anyone else? Never mind.
I was too scared of the apocalypse.
Y2K.
Yeah.
Bevo was in his shelter.
I was.
All the auto-tune used on this song is going to ruin all the computers in the world.
Yeah.
I found it curious that the song is written as if he is the blue person, right?
Yeah.
But then in the video clip, they do nothing but murder blue people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it his suicide note?
Eiffel 65 go there
That's
and
deep.
just start slaughtering all the blue people they see. And
We'll be back. We'll be back in frog form.
And I was just like, so yeah.
And we'll be crazy.
Did they end up killing the person that they're singing about?
Yeah, I'm not sure. All I know is that they do that. Like there is a massacre, and then
There's a
all
beginning,
of a sudden,
middle, and end, really, isn't there?
yeah. But then somehow they're on stage and they're singing, and all the blue people are cheering them on.
That's the blue
Like
person
they
afterlife.
God,
That's fear. That's fear. That's what fear does.
well, maybe that's what the media. Maybe they overtook the media and they were killing blue people, and then just put that on the screen. Going, no, we need people to think that we're awesome, like so they don't fear us. Like let's mock up a concert and have everyone jumping around. Everyone's safe.
So much better.
Yeah.
I've written a note here as well, which when the blue aliens are like headbanging to the chorus in their ship, the top of their heads look like dicks.
Oh,
Great.
yeah. Fuck.
Good note.
So
That's it, right there in the notes.
So we're 2 for 2, realizing that there's dick references in these, like
Look, it's dick-based music.
Maybe
yeah,
that's the
dick-based
theme.
music. Maybe each week we should be like, okay, like we'll go through the structure, the legacy, the film clip. Cool. How does this incorporate a dick somehow?
1,001 songs about dicks.
I'm going to try and do that every week, by the way.
Do you reckon he stole that jumpsuit from David Byrne? It looks like something that fucking David Byrne would have worn.
I don't think they know who Talking Heads are at all.
They do
Yeah,
look like
they think-
dicks. I'm
they
looking at
think-
it now, and they
Eiffel
look like
65 took some influence from Talking Heads.
Nonsensical lyrics.
All right.
So
This is
can I
not my
just
blue house. This
can I
is not my
quickly
blue
go-
little car.
My God, what have Blue done?
Before we move on, the legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Should I tell you how this single performed
Yes.
Yeah.
in the charts?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to save Australia for last. It went diamond in France.
Wait, is that better than platinum?
Mm-hmm.
Is Diamond
Never even
better
heard
than-
of Diamond.
What's better than Platinum? Or is Diamond
Yeah.
after
Hardest thing
Platinum?
there
Please
is.
tell me Diamond's after Platinum. There's nothing in
Diamond
between.
is after platinum.
Okay.
So it beat Crazy
Took
Frog.
shit back.
Yeah. 5 times gold in Germany.
Wow.
Went platinum in New Zealand. 3 times platinum in Sweden. 2 times platinum in the UK. How many times platinum did it go in Australia? Not once, not twice, but thrice.
Of
Wow.
course it did. And I suppose the legacy is that it still revolves around in my head every day.
Yeah, every day.
Every day. Oh, and another thing. I don't know if this is like a Mandela effect sort of thing or whatever, but for some reason I had in my head that the chorus actually said, I'm blue. If I was green, I would die.
Oh, he talks about that in the doco as well, actually. He's quite angry that people think that. He's like, they're not green, they're blue.
No, blue. Blue is the thing.
It's just like, yeah. Look, we
Don't
get
know
it.
how much
They're
more
blue, but
clear
we're
I can be about this.
We're
Blue,
saying,
and I
but
like
if
the
they were green,
Flintstones. It's that simple.
if they were green though, they would die.
Yeah.
Blue.
I suppose if they were to be green.
It's one of those things, though, if you want to hear that, you kind of can.
Yeah.
You know what? It doesn't sound anything fucking like it at all.
No, but like if you trick your brain, you can.
Fuck's sake, Bevo, come on, mate.
Yeah, you can.
Um,
I'm saying I thought that, and then when I actually put it on, I'm like, no, whoever thinks that's an idiot.
Is he saying blue or Laurel?
I was saying Bloral.
Lawrence.
Alright,
So,
that's right,
just
fine.
on the
Move on.
misheard lyrics thing, I found that there was I found that one that was that was probably the most popular, but there was a couple of other misheard lyrics, and one was "I'm glue," as in like clag glue. I'm glue. I'm in need of a guy. I would beat up a guy. And then there was I'm blue. Double D. Double die. I OD'd and I died. Yeah.
That would explain the blueness.
Yeah.
That's why his girlfriend's so blue.
Oh wow.
I like where that
That's
went.
good. I like that one.
I OD'd and I died.
I OD'd and I died.
I have a girlfriend. She died.
Okay, so how many is it what
What's this?
is it what's,
Are we going to
what's-
embrace the?
Here we
the
go.
rating-
Yeah,
the
here we
rating
go.
system?
So what is it? It's blue Dabadi.
Yeah, well, I know the song as Dabba D.
Yeah.
Dabadi. Okay, well let's go
Brackets,
with this. How many
Gabri Ponte, Ice Pop
Dabadi?
remix,
How many
brackets, original video
Dabadis
with
out of
subtitles.
10? How many Dabadis out of 10? 10 being unbelievably shit. 1 being, it's pretty good. Dan Southern, how many Dabadis do you give it?
I'm going to go with 8 Dabba Ds.
Solid. Zav?
Yeah, just for the reminiscence of it. Is that the word? I don't know. I've had too much to drink. It's just the great memories of being 6 years old and just being like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Giving it 9 Dabba Ds.
Ooh. All right.
Bevo.
I'm going to give it 6.5 Dabba D Dabbas.
Bevo loves shit songs.
Yeah.
Because it's not... I was floating between 6 and 7, and I'll land in the middle, I think.
6.5. Yeah, I'll give it a 7. 7 Dabadis.
Yeah, okay.
We should be scoring these each week, and
We
then
should have an average, really, shouldn't we?
Yeah, at
Who
some
can do the
point.
math?
I'll work out the tally. I'll get it going.
And then we'll find out what is the shittest song of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully
we'll
if
get
this
to the
kicks
bottom
off,
of
we'll
that.
get some weird fan who's like a massive statistician, and they'll just get all these weird things of like even how many words we've all said per podcast and shit. So if you're out there, get on it.
I want it. I want like
Baby
sports
steps.
stats. All right, let's move on to the next track
Main
for
event.
tonight, and that is the
A chick in the desert with a leopard print bodysuit.
Jesus hell, the crossover country hit. That don't impress me much by Shania Twain.
Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much. So you got the brains, but have you?
Oh, Shania.
Shania.
High maintenance, isn't she?
Can I hit you with a little fact before we get
Yeah,
on?
go
for it.
Apparently, according to a study, Shania Twain is statistically the most beautiful woman on earth because she's so symmetrical. I don't know if I buy
Really?
it myself, but
Symmetrical.
science.
Okay, well, on that, how old do you think she is in this video clip?
In the video clip,
Yeah, I didn't look it up.
I'm going to say 27.
I see. I'm with Dan. I think she is younger than what she looks. I'm going to say like what I am now, 25.
Someone needs to look this up so we actually get the facts.
So we don't
but
know.
I don't know.
thought you
But
don't
I'm
know.
just going to go like I'm saying.
All right,
she
I'm having a look.
looked. I'm saying, just throwing a number out there, 38.
When did this song come out?
98?
I don't know.
97, 98.
98?
Yeah.
All right.
Because look, they're hiding something in that video clip. Because that bitch is lit up.
Okay.
Mutton, meat, lamb.
Why is she wearing leopard print? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why does she have to be... Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but
Do you reckon
She's
that
in
It doesn't impress you?
she's in the
do you
fucking
reckon that
Salt Lake.
kick-started that trend as well?
Yeah, so...
I mean, I'm just saying, if there's an eagle flying ahead, it's looking for some fucking... Like, she's looking like food. So
Yeah.
she's not going to be in a very good position to survive.
She's going to stand out on that bloody salt plane as well.
Yeah, and she goes on about being kept warm in the middle of the night. Like, if she's in a desert and
Wearing that.
if that's what she's wearing, that's not going to keep her warm in the middle of the night.
She might have had a coat in that big bag.
No, that was a drum case, is what I worked out.
Oh,
She's carrying-
okay,
It is a
right.
drum
she's carrying
It's got a
full
bass drum. It's got a bass drum.
Yeah.
That's what you do out in the desert when you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, why don't we start with talking about the film clip? Because I think
Yeah,
the
well,
film
we're-
clip is
we're already there.
shitter than the song.
Okay.
Can
so
I
the
start
Sorry,
on the
yep.
film clip? Can I just
You
I just
can.
want to make one point here. And it's bold. Watching this film clip, I came away with it with the understanding that Shania Twain is not impressed by Arabs.
Dubby Energy has declared war on Big Energy, who probably support ISIS. If you want an energy drink with no maltodextrin, no artificial colours, and no kickbacks that fund insurrections in the Middle East, then look no further. So head on over to dubby.gg and use the promo code 1001songs, that's the number 1001, for 10% off price of purchase. And remember, kids, if it's not Dubby, it's ISIS.
طويلة من الجهاد والصبر.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't surprise me.
And
You
why
know,
would you say that?
I mean,
Chips?
you ain't,
What gives you that
I mean, you
impression?
ain't wrong, but you ain't right, but you ain't wrong.
Because there is a obviously someone of Arabian descent riding a striking stallion,
I'm actually watching it as we speak. He looks pretty
and
Caucasian to me.
he's an attractive man.
Well, they're all attractive men.
And
They actually are really attractive.
she's
hey?
she's not impressed by him.
No.
Well, if we deep
Yeah.
dive into the lyrics for a second here, if we think about it, the things that don't impress her are good looks, brains, vanity. But the only thing that does impress
Talent.
her, talent, is someone can keep her warm in the middle of the night. So really,
Yeah. She
all
wants a blanket.
is- yeah,
That's what she really wants. She doesn't.
that,
she doesn't
that does impress her
that's why
much.
yeah.
She wants a Mitsubishi air cycling route.
That's why she's
Feature thing.
declining all these offers. All these guys are trying to help her out, and she's the one hitchhiking, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll pick you up." She's like, "Nah, you haven't got a blanket in that cab." You can see that. Yeah, and
You know
it's
how
like,
much? You know how cold it is riding on a motorbike? Fuck off.
yeah. Where's my
See,
Where's my bass drum going to fit on that bike?
I thought, look, out of all of these people that she's not impressed with, and let's just list them off quickly. She's not
God.
impressed by rocket scientists,
Yep.
Brad Pitt, anyone,
I'll get into Brad,
anyone
I'll
with
get into Brad Pitt later. But yes, go on.
anyone with a car. If you've got a car, she's not impressed.
Yep.
And Elvis.
Yeah. That's right. Now, I actually looked up some facts about rocket
Very high
scientists.
standards.
Hey, Dan,
yeah.
Dan, just like your opinion,
Yeah.
Do you think a rocket scientist might be able to figure out a way to keep you warm?
I think
in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I think if anyone out of the people she's listed, if there was one contender to do it, it would be the rocket scientist. But she's not.
It'd be a formula.
She's not impressed.
A formula for heat.
Yeah, she's not impressed by that. But I looked up some info about rocket scientists just to clarify what she's not impressed by. You need to be one. You need to have the following: graduate education, engineering degree, professional engineer license. All that takes at least 4 years and a shitload of hard work. And it doesn't impress Shania Twain. He doesn't care.
No.
Yeah,
And it's
like,
straight
that's
off.
nice. You're going to keep me warm, though? Like,
She's at that rocket scientist is straight off the bat as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first one.
Yeah.
Just don't even get me started on rocket scientists.
However, we do know what NASA is with like fire in space, so they try not to make things very warm in the spaceship in case
That's
of
true.
fire.
I'm just. Yeah.
that's
That's
true. That is true.
Yeah. All right. Fine, Sav. You win.
No, okay. Back on the music video. One, it's completely useless. It serves no purpose to anyone ever, except for me growing up learning how science works, and it was the first time that I noticed like mirages.
Oh.
And when you're driving on the road and it's really hot in Australia, when you drive on the road and you go on a road trip, or whatever, it's always hot. Why is it always hot? It's never raining. Has anyone ever gone on a road trip and it's raining? Never.
Yes.
Anyway.
I have. Anyway.
Well, we'll just edit that out. You know when you look ahead and the road looks like it's wet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I found that out for the first time.
This video clip.
Education.
I can't remember ever paying attention to this video clip as a kid. This was annoying to me. And it's hard to talk about it being not so much the target audience of the song. You know, it's like analysing a Pink song. It wasn't written for me. You know.
I don't know. Oh, I guess. Yeah. No, it's not for lesbians.
Can we get into some Pink songs later down the track? I'm very keen for
Yes, definitely.
We have
that
1,000 songs to get through.
Mr. President piece of shit. She did.
Yeah.
Anything about sort of that George
It's like,
Bush
hey, Pink,
era.
he's going to be gone in a couple of years. Fucking ease up.
Yeah.
So she sorry about that. So she is impressed by these types of guys, but one thing I noticed was in the lyrics, she says something about there being a guy that she's with where he's obsessed with his car and he kisses his car goodnight and he makes her take her shoes off before she gets in and all that sort of stuff. So that's the type of guy she's actually ended up with. Do you know what I mean? Like she's with him. And so she you know, you see it in the film clip. She says no to the very attractive man on the bike and the guy in the car and the
Arab
and the Arab. Yeah, she's like no. When you know she's not in a position to pick or choose because she's in the desert. But she says no to all those. But then she's with this guy who kisses his car good night and makes her take her shoes off. So what happened to her standards? Like. She said no to all those guys, and then she's going, hang on, that guy with the car, he's kissing her goodnight. I think he might be a good dude. What? He's making me take my shoes off in the car?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Will make you do crazy
Also,
things
why
in
is
the
she talking
desert.
about- it's the year. When was this done? 97 or something, did you say?
97, 98, yeah.
She's talking about a guy. She's like, I've never known a guy who carried a mirror in his pocket or a comb up his sleeve and all the extra hold gel in your hair. It's like, it's not 1952. Like, what are you expecting to find? It's 97.
She's
like,
like,
dude's taking acid all the time. Like,
she's like,
that's what you're up with.
Yeah. And they have AIDS.
Yeah.
oh wow.
She's in it.
Yeah.
We should talk about past the lyrics for a second. We should talk about the we did stumble across. There's two different versions of this song. There's the sort of country version, which is the video version, and then there's the dance remix, which is the one that I was more familiar with. Seems to me that the dance remix version is just built to be as annoying as possible. Every instrument is just that kind of frequency.
Well,
I hate
is
it.
that thing at the start a twangy guitar? That's what I wanted to talk about. That. Is that a guitar?
That's got to
or
be a
is it like
synth.
It's
That's
a
it. I don't-
synth on
I don't know
the
if it's a
it's a synth on the album which has the dance track, but I think on the video clip it's a guitar. It's the guitar. It's like they released the album, right? And they went, "Hey Shania, what the fuck is this? You're meant to be a country artist, and like, what's going? There's no instruments on this song at all." And so they went, "Oh shit!" Luckily, she's married to married to Mutt Lange at the time. So old mate who's produced, AC/DC, the Cars,
Def
what did he do?
Leppard.
Back in Black.
Yeah,
he's also doing this.
Yeah,
and so is able to get into the studio pretty quick and just like basically take all the MIDI out and get some session guys to play the MIDI
No,
parts.
it's the other way around actually. So the country version came out first, and then they this is one of the best-selling albums of all time. Actually, "Come On Over" by Twain.
Wow.
Yes.
And almost every single song on there is a hit. And this is the third biggest one of all the songs on there and everything like that. But yeah, the dance version, certain tracks are like more well known than the original sort of country versions.
What's crazy about this is that this single only went number 1 in 5 countries in the world.
That doesn't impress me much.
That doesn't impress me much. Not after what we just heard about
Eiffel
Eiffel
65.
Number 1 in 5 countries.
Eiffel 65, number 1, many, many more countries than that, as did the Crazy Frog.
Yeah.
Step it up, Shania.
Yeah.
Shania, dropping the
already
ball.
ending in the 90s. We didn't even know.
Yeah. But, this song, the film clip with the song itself end with a super frustrating thing of just, bitch, you're in the desert and you just can't be this picky. All right.
One of the guys has even got water.
Heaps of it.
He shows
Sprays
up
it on his
and
face.
splashes himself.
He drops 2 gallons, 2 gallons on himself.
I felt
in the
like
desert.
That's not
I
cheap.
felt like that show Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
Where they go, I'm not going to take the deal, and they go like they've got the guaranteed $10,000. You know what I mean? Guaranteed $10,000, and like, should we take it? And they don't take it, and then they're like, oh well, you could risk it all for $20,000. And you're like, it's like if they get to that next one and they get 20, and you feel like, all right, now you got to take it and run. That's what it felt like watching. I'm like, you got a way out. There's a car. She just says, no, the car. All right,
I just feel like the Red Cross could fly ahead and she wouldn't take any of the fucking shit.
There's a horse.
No. They'd be dropping food supplies, water out there. She'd be like, that doesn't impress me at all.
Why can't you drop a candlelit dinner down for me?
I'm cold in the middle of the night. It's like, bitch, you're in the desert.
She must have been a
We've
brat.
dropped
Okay,
sheets, we've
so
dropped
you're with
blankets.
the
She's like,
SES.
yeah, but none of them are linen, so fuck off.
Can you imagine her?
What's the thread count?
Yeah.
Can you imagine her as an 8-year-old girl on Christmas morning, and mum and dad have saved up and they've bought her like a bike, and there's here you go, little Shania. Hey, here's a bike. You know, you bike that you always wanted, and she's like, doesn't impress me much.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Except that guitar riff plays every time before she's about to say it. It's like,
Can I talk about like one of the weirder parts of it is that it's very like I don't know, minor key kind of thing, but then it goes into that you think you're special part, and it's so country. It's even got like slide guitars and everything like
slide
that.
guitar in it.
But, and then it's just that's it. That's the only country part of it.
It's 3 different songs in one song.
Yeah.
It's like a Frankenstein of a country song.
Contractually obliged to have one lap steel in there.
Yeah. That's the crossover part.
I think the unnecessary section in this whole song is that guitar solo. I don't know if you guys know the original version because
actually played by
there's like this guitar solo in it, and it's just like, why is that there? Like,
it's I can't remember his name. It's Brad something, but he's one of the great like country dudes. It's not Brad Paisley, it's another Brad, and I just can't remember his name. But yeah, one of the greats.
Better not be Brad Pitt, because she wouldn't be impressed if it was. Apparently, he's won 2 Golden Globes.
Imagine all the session dudes that came through. Nah.
Yeah.
It's actually like pretty ballsy just to look straight into the camera and just be like, "What? So you're Brad Pitt?" It's like just like mic drops on Pitt.
Brad Pitt's like
the whole thing with Brad Pitt is that she was like, "Oh, you know, I'm just not impressed by the whole like everyone's just going crazy about Brad Pitt being naked when people are naked all the time. Like it's only Brad Pitt." I'm like, "Fuck off." You are so clearly horny for Brad Pitt, and you know that you're never going to get him, and that's why this whole thing is a thing. And as if you're not going to be begging for Elvis Presley to sleep with you. I would want Elvis Presley to sleep with you.
She's an older woman, you know.
Oh, she's 33 in the video, by the way. I worked it out.
She's 33.
She's 33.
I was closer than
she's
everyone.
Getting on, so she hasn't. Beggars can't be choosers, love. Come on.
So see, shit. I told you they were hiding shit. They were hiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was lit up like 1,000 suns
in the desert.
Did you see that weird
that
bit
desert
of
was
plumbing
fucking
behind,
hot
like,
that day, I tell you.
Yeah, I bet.
Did you see that weird bit of plumbing in the film clip? The there's like a pipe.
Yeah, there's like a pipe.
And it's shooting out like it's shooting out like colored smoke. And at some point she runs up to it and she like turns the little nozzle and she's trying to look all sexy while doing it. And I'm like, why is that there? What is it? Why does she feel qualified? You know, she doesn't know what that
Should have
does.
been touching that.
I bet you she.
Hey,
I
mate,
bet she's.
I own one of the Salt Lakes out in bloody Denver out here. I just need some plumbing work done. Are you able to do that this afternoon? And the guy's just like, what? No? Yeah, I guess so. It's cash, but yeah.
Let me just whack on me
Cashews.
leopard skins and I'll be out.
Yeah.
I know what she's doing. She's seen that pipe. She's like, I'm thirsty as shit. I haven't had water for days.
But I don't want the bottled
That
water
guy
you're
that
providing.
guy just dumped all of it on his head. She's lapping it off the dust like a cat.
I think the song.
And he drives off from her. She didn't turn him down.
He's like, I know who you are. I know what you want, and I'm clearly not it, so I'll just see myself out.
He's like, you want this water? Oh, I bet you do. Do you, bitch?
The lyrics are actually, I mean, they're bad, but they all, you know, when lyrics just rhymed for the sake of rhyming, and it's like, what?
Yes.
These all, every single lyric in this song rhymes, and it all kind of makes sense, even though like it shouldn't.
Yeah, it's country music.
I think that's a feat in itself. I think they've done real well with that. Well, she has. I don't know. She probably didn't write it. There's no way she wrote it. Robert John Lang wrote it, actually. So you can thank him.
There you
I
go.
think no, she.
Maybe he's
I'm on
the
the
one who.
Nah, I reckon the part. So she says, "You think you're a genius? You drive me up the wall." Then she's still insulting him, and she goes, "You're a regular original. I know it all." Like saying you're a regular original is not really an insult. Just fits the rhyming scheme.
We changed our name to the new originals, the new regulars.
So here's a quote from the old Wikipedia, which we all know is very
A
accurate.
reliable source.
Twain wrote the song on or near Christmas Day. So obviously
she
nothing
got
better
a
to
shit
do
gift. Shit gift.
Vague.
Twain revealed the reason behind using Brad Pitt's name instead of other suitable male celebrities, saying that after she heard about the scandal between Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow and the subsequent leaking of Pitt's naked photo in Playgirl magazine, she was left unimpressed by all the fuss, as she found it was normal to see naked people. Probably as if you're Shania
That's
Twain.
what I was saying before. Like, there's no way you're not going to see Brad Pitt's body and be like, oh, that could be on.
I mean, how was she getting dick pics back then? Like in the mail?
Well, no, she wasn't getting dick pics. She was just getting real life dudes who go, "Shania, I love you," and then just like whipping the old fella out,
just windmilling like fiends
in the crowd. Hey, does this impress you? Please say yes.
All right, that's a great place to leave it. Great place to leave it.
Yeah.
Unless someone's found a really good YouTube comment about the video that they want to tell us.
No, I'm looking at the one that was uploaded by some Spanish dude, as they always are, and all the comments are in Spanish, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't impress me.
I'm not going to Google Translate that.
Yeah.
Not doing 3 clicks.
Yeah.
Not for this shit.
Nah. All right. That's episode 2 in the bag. Thanks heaps. Make sure you
we
got to rate it. We got to see how how much it impressed us.
He's up. All right. Okay. We'll do that. Okay.
Yeah,
just let me say.
You need to appease my system.
Yeah. I need to rate it. before we do that, make sure you jump on Instagram and follow us at 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die, and on Facebook, and you can email us at the same place. Listen to us on Spotify, and we'll be on iTunes very soon as well. It's on Amazon, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, everywhere.
Stoked us on Stitcher.
So make sure you spread the word, follow it, subscribe. Okay, so out of 10, how impressed were you, Dan Southern?
I'm not going to rate the song because no matter what I rate it, Shania Twain will not be impressed at how I rated it. So I feel it's pointless.
All right, Zav.
I'm going to base my rating on something to do with the legacy of the song. In 2017, Haim, the girl band, covered this song for Like a Version. And
of course,
when they were in the studio recording it, they didn't wear leopard print. So I give it a 0.
Oh, that's good.
Bevo.
I'm waiting for you to throw it over. It's bad, but it's not as bad as Blue, so I'm going to say 6.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 5.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
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 Bev was like 6. I'm like, hang on, you get the other one 6. Yes, but all right, that's
Fair.
the way we're doing it.
So, what did Bevo give the Crazy Frog again? Like a 2? He loved it.
It was a 4.
Yeah.
It was up there.
Crazy Frog.
It was up there.
This guy.
Oh,
Jesus
man.
Christ. And that's why you don't smoke crack. Bang, 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 bang. All right. Thanks, guys. We will be back very soon. See you next time.
See ya, bye.
Catch you, fellas.
Bam, bam. Hi everyone, it's Dan here from 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die. I'm here today to let you know that our podcast is now available on Patreon. That's right, for as little as $2 a month, you can now support this podcast rather than listen to it for free, effectively stealing the food out of the mouths of our starving children. There's one of them now. So why not join us on Patreon? You get bonus stuff each month, and you can even be a guest on the podcast if you want. Now, doesn't that sound better than making our poor children starve? Oh, kids are great, aren't they? Anyway, on with today's episode.